Not sure if you've all been following this story. So, a few days ago, a family, a man and a woman, and a 1 year old baby, and their dog were all found dead on a hiking trail in the Sierra Nevada mountains near Yosemite. Well, nobody knows really what happened. There was some speculation maybe it was carbon monoxide because there are some old mines from the mining days in the area. But authorities have stated there weren't any mines nearby where the bodies were found. I thought that was kind of weird. I've had carbon monoxide poisoning, and in fact, it was my whole family. And one thing I do remember is when I was a child is that it affected all of us a little different. Like it wasn't the same. And whatever killed these people, unfortunately, it seems to possibly have hit them all at the same time, approximately. Right now, they're ruling it out. They're saying maybe it's an algae bloom, that maybe they were exposed to some water with some algae bloom in it. From what I can tell, they were supposedly on the hiking trail near Hite's Cove, which is right here. So this is the 140 that leads into the southern entrance of Yosemite. I know this area. I've stayed at the lodges in this area. Now, here is a hiking trail right here. And I don't know for sure exactly where they were found, but just according to what I'm reading, it sounds like it's somewhere along this trail, which would follow this river. We're in a really bad drought in California. What's happening is a lot of these rivers aren't flowing. The water is just pooled up and it's really hot, which creates these very toxic algae blooms. And so if people or animals ingest the water, it could kill them. But it sounds like these people are avid hikers. And I can't imagine avid hikers ingesting this water, especially giving it to their baby, their 1 year old baby. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Even if they were hot and dehydrated, this isn't a long trail. Like they weren't very far from the trailhead on either side. So it's not like if they were in this area, it's not like they were 20, 30 miles out and had no options. It just doesn't seem likely. It's really weird. And the only thing that I was kicking around, and granted, I'm not an expert at all. This is only speculation. My degrees are in computer science, not in geology, not in biology, not in anything. So I am not an expert and do not take what I said as being hard evidence. Okay, take it with the smallest grain of salt possible, please. So the only thing that went through my head when following up on all this was maybe it was a toxic gas release. Was there some volcanic activity in the area that created a fissure that pushed up a really dense concentration of gas? That would kind of make sense, I guess. Realistically, we're not going to know until the toxicology report comes back. This is just terrible. I have no other words that describe it. Terrible doesn't feel strong enough. This is so sad. Definitely feel for their families and just everyone else involved. And, the authorities are working so hard trying to get to the bottom of this because obviously this is a very, very popular location. And with Yosemite being, right down the road, down over here, there's always that risk of it impacting more people. I guess when I know more, I'll post an update, but right now I don't know anything other than the only thing I know for sure is this is a really, really, really terrible thing, and it's really, really sad.